How's it going? Been a couple weeks or less than that, but I'm ready for a new vlog, so I hope you guys are too. Um, so, where did I leave off? Oh, I told my grandparents. So, even though I came out in 2012, I talked to them about it in 2014. They knew about it, but I just wanted to have a conversation with them because I felt like that helps make things easier going forward, less awkward or potential to be awkward, because then I'm open. They know I'm open to communicating about whatever they want to discuss if they have questions, or vice versa. If I have questions for them, hopefully they're open to it. So, anyways, there's a lot of other probably little stories that I could share with my friends, but they all mimic things I've talked to about. So, the next step that I wanted to share, next step of my life I wanted to share with you guys was a huge struggle of mine in terms of my career. After coming out, after graduating college, after struggling with the CPA and passing it, and being pretty deep into the possibility of a great accounting career, I wasn't happy. I was not happy at all. I realized that when I chose accounting, it's because I wanted job security. I wanted money. I wanted to make sure that I made everybody else happy. I wanted to make sure everybody else agreed with the decision of my career path. I never really looked into what I really wanted to do with my life, due to like what my passions were. It was always what other people suggested or what other people wanted. So here I am, 2 years into my accounting career, and it's going well by all means. I mean, I wasn't the best accountant in the world. I was a public accountant. I was an auditor, but I had great mentors around me. I was working for a great company, and there was just great opportunity, great potential in that industry for me. But I realized I never wanted to be an accountant. I didn't want that to be my job 100%. Like I said, the reasons I chose it were not because I was in love with accounting or in love with the idea of being an auditor for the rest of my life. So that being said, I was 24 at the time. I remember I was out in Texas planning for an audit, and it was my first job as a senior. I think I was just starting my third year, and every day I got back to the hotel after being with the client, I felt so overwhelmed with emotion because I was beginning to realize like what I needed to do to be happy in life, or to start that to make another step towards being happy in my terms, was I had to quit. And I not only had to quit, but I had to step away from accounting to see what I really wanted to do with my life, to figure out where I wanted to go, who I wanted to be. I couldn't continue down this path if I truly wanted to be myself 100%. The way I think about it, like I feel like a good analogy is, you have this well-oiled machine. The gears are all turning and working. They're all going at high speeds, being very efficient in what they're doing. And I kind of correlate that with my life and the direction it was going in terms of accounting and being this, before I came out, being this like straight guy and looking for a woman to date and marry and have kids. And like that machine, I worked so hard to create and become. It was working so hard, and it was so efficient and working so well and so well oiled. And quitting my accounting career meant I had to throw a wrench in the gears, literally. Like I had to stop that machine from working so efficiently, so fast, so powerful, and like stop it completely, reverse it, whatever you want to call it, and start building a new machine and working down that path and working on making that machine a well-oiled machine, working smoothly, efficiently. And that's very daunting to think about. 24 years of my life, I'm looking to not erase it necessarily, but just tweak a bunch of stuff. So I guess more evolve the machine. And so, like I said, when I was at the client every day in Texas, I'd get home from work, I'd be at the hotel, and like I was emotionally exhausted. Like I called my parents. I'm sure I cried a bunch of nights, like because I knew what I had to do. It was just such a hard thing to want to do. Like I said, to take for that machine to start slowing down and reversing, and then moving forward in another direction. Like think about doing that to your body, like slowing down, reversing, and then moving a whole complete direction. no matter who's going through it, like that's just an emotionally exhausting time. But yeah, I at the age of 24, I decided to do that, and the plan was to work for my parents who own a meat market in Chicago and see how I like it. Most likely end up going back to school to be a teacher or maybe a therapist, who knows? Like it was, hey, take a step back, figure out who you are, what you want to do with your life, and then move forward. And that was the plan. So yeah, that was at the age of 24. I'll stop there for now. I guess my words of wisdom, if you will, on that topic is I feel like no matter where you are in life, who you are, what you want to do, if you're not doing what you want, there's always time to change. I mean, I personally believe even if I was like 50 or 60 years old and I wanted to do something else, and maybe that required 2 years of schooling or this or that, YOLO, you only live once, man. Like you got to do it. So, yeah, whatever you're doing in life, just make sure you love it and you're passionate about it, because that's what's truly going to make you happy. So, for the song, new violin song, I hope you can see this. I think it's called Lonely Row. Second song I learned probably back in October, November when I started playing. Alright, well, hopefully that was good. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully it was an improvement from Twinkle Twinkle last week. And the last thing I wanted to mention before I end this vlog, I just want to kind of circle back to why I'm doing these vlogs, and I'm getting a little nervous, like thinking about this, emotional. Yeah, why I do these vlogs. I do them because, because I wanted to reach out to people that need support and don't really know that they need support. For a long time, the struggle I was going through was all internal. It was all in my head. No one else knew about it. And to a certain extent, I almost feel like I didn't know about it because I rejected it, my sexuality at a young age, and that rejection became a habit, and it almost was just very foggy in here, until at some point I was able to acknowledge it and accept it. So yeah, that's why I do these vlogs, to help people with their struggles, and if you can resonate with any of this stuff, hopefully it can uplift you and help you figure out what you want to do with your life and who you want to be, and accept who you are and who a higher power, God or whoever, has created you to be, so you can roll with it and just enjoy life to the fullest. So yeah, hope you guys like the vlogs. See you soon.